guess I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring of reviews here. While I was looking on Amazon, I ran across this particular light, and it was budget friendly and less than, pretty much cut the price in half of any of the competitors that had the same amount of power and the same amount of quality. It's already got a lot of great reviews. This is the one I wound up getting. I wanted to switch to a flat light instead of a round light because in my pants, when I've got a round light in there, it's just thicker this way, and it causes problems. Your hand gets caught on it every time you reach into your pocket. But as you can see, this knife, this is a pretty popular knife. It's designed by Ken Onion, made by Kershaw. I've carried one for 3 years. I've been through 2 of them, and if this one breaks, I'll go buy another one just because I like them. I like the blade, I like the lock. It gets the job done for me. But anyway, other than the fact that it needs to be sharpened again. But just for comparison, if you've got the Ken Onion, let's see, what was this knife? Of course, it just says Ken Onion Design. I can't think of the actual knife right offhand right now. I'm having a brain fart. But it's a fairly popular knife, and most of y'all probably either have one or know what knife it is. Sorry about that. But also for comparison, everybody has one of these mats somewhere around the house. So I'm going to set it right there. It's almost 1 inch perfect wide. Looks like it's a little less than 3 inches long. It'd probably be 3.5 if it didn't have that little loop for the keychain on it. Another reason I ordered this light is because not only is it flat, but believe it or not, this little light will put out 700 lumens apparently for a brief time. I think 2 or 3 minutes before it automatically switches back to the 100 lumen mode to conserve battery. But still, to get 700 lumens from a package this small is pretty respectful. Another reason I ordered this particular knife, or this particular light, is because it comes with a pocket clip. They call this a deep carry pocket clip. I'm gonna go ahead and say no to that. This is not a deep carry pocket clip. Maybe in some people's opinion, not in mine. It's not really a deep carry. Everything's still going to sit above your pocket. It's not going to sit inside your pocket. But that's part of the reason I ordered it, was for that. You can use the 2 key rings that are included with it if you'd rather keep it on your keychain. It also comes with an extra USB-C cover. That's nice. Even some of the higher end ones don't have that. It's got one in it, as you can see. But once you lose or destroy that one, you've got a backup that'll be in this nice little box. Nice little box here. Yeah. Locks closed. It's plastic, not cardboard, with a couple of magnets like most of them nowadays. That thing will hold up for a while. You can keep all your extra pieces in there, and when you need them, they'll be there for you. As I said, you can carry it on a key ring, obviously, or a pocket clip. I'm going to go with the pocket clip because that's just usually how I carry my light. I'll bring y'all back tonight when it gets dark enough and I've got it fully charged for a test as far as the 700 lumens go. We're going to see if it see what it can do. But as I said, I carry one of these almost all the time. Just as an amputee, my balance ain't the best, so I need to watch where I'm stepping. From the reviews I've seen, I've got high hopes for this light. I really hope it works out, gets the job done for me, and I hope I can leave a review later on this year on how it's working out and whether it's still working. A lot of people, have problems. The biggest complaint I found so far is people have problems figuring out the battery because the instructions ain't quite clear, but there's plenty of videos that'll show you. All you got to do is, this is my very first time. I've never held one of these lights in my hand before, so if I mess up somewhere, bear with me. But as far as I know, you just squeeze this end to this end like that, and then flip that up, and then twist it. You don't pull it, you twist it. That's my very first time ever opening this light to put the AAA in there for backup battery. It does not come with a charger, but most phones nowadays come with USB-C or a USB Type-C that you can use on it. It don't feel cheap. It feels well made. And I like the fact that it's got a rechargeable battery built into it. And for emergency situations, you've also got a spot where you can just swap out batteries. AAA is what it takes. And you can just pop the old one out and a new one in an emergency situation. But it's also rechargeable. So I'm going to get this thing put together and get it on charge, and I'll bring y'all back tonight whenever I get to try it out while it's dark outside and see what this little thing will do. Again, I think y'all will be surprised, and I think I'll be still a little bit surprised even after watching videos on it. You can't find many lights built to this quality in this price range, and for somebody that's on a fixed income and disabled, it works out quite well. I just hope that the light that it produces is true. I also like the fact that in a defensive situation, you do have this second button on there, and you can press that button and it will turn on a strobe light from what I've seen so far. Again, we'll test that tonight, but it turns on a strobe, which can be very disorienting to anyone who may or may not be, trying to attack you. So it gives you an extra few seconds to make critical decisions and get yourself out of that situation. So already, just with it having a strobe feature, a quick activated strobe feature built into it, that means a lot to me as an amputee. And the light that it says it can do means a lot to me as well. I'll be able to see where I'm going. As you can see, it's going to take up little to no room in my pocket. I'll be able to reach in there and still grab my keys or my pocket knife or whatever else I may need, and that will have little to no effect at all on the back of my hand as I reach into my pocket, to grab something, versus some of these aluminum bodied metal ones. They make them so tactical looking nowadays. They got spikes hanging off of them everywhere. You reach your hand in there to grab your car keys, and next thing you know, you got to get 17 stitches up the back side of your hand because of the flashlight you carry in, because you hoped your buddy would think you were cool for spending $180 on a flashlight instead of going with the flashlight that gets the job done. It's way more comfortable to carry, and there's not much else to say about it. It is just a flashlight, but believe it or not, it's kind of hard to find a decent flashlight that you can carry every day that don't have its downfalls. I don't know what the deal with these older flashlights are. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm gonna grab this. This is the flashlight that I was carrying in my pocket on the daily. And it ain't nothing special either. I did have a stream light at one time, but I lost it, and I actually found this one. This one didn't cost me a dime. I found it, and it lasted me 2 years. It's made by Bushnell. I don't know if y'all can see the model there or not, but you see how gnarly that looks? I promise you'll get tired of that rubbing up against the back of your hand every time you reach in and out of your pocket. Excuse the cat. We like cats here. But this has been overall a decent flashlight for me. But as you can see, the threads finally said uncle on it. And I figured, why go with the same light? It's got these sharp edges on top of it. I mean, that would be nice if you needed to, palm it and maybe, hit somebody with it that was trying to attack you or something. But even then, I mean, that's pretty blunt. It's not going to do much for you other than aggravate the hell out of you every time you reach in your pocket. So I'm moving from this to this. As I said, I've got a mechanical background. I've been a diesel mechanic. Hold on. I've been a diesel mechanic, auto mechanic. I've had a lot of flashlights. This will be my first flashlight review, but I really, from everything I've seen so far, I really feel like this is going to be the answer for me. It's just such a small package for 700 lumens. Blows my mind. I know. I don't know. This is Calypso, y'all, for anybody wondering. She's one of our fluffy indoor cats, and she likes lovin's. She also helps keep the mice out of the house. Ain't that right? Alright, I'll bring y'all back tonight whenever I got it charged up and ready to rock and roll. Thank y'all for checking in with me, and I can't wait to update you. I've got high hopes for this light. Street light right up ahead of me. That street light is on an intersecting road, and there's a stop sign in front of me too. You just can't see it right now. That's I'm standing 300 feet from that stop sign. I know this isn't a scientific measure, but still give you an idea. Between me and that stop sign is 300 feet. And that is the high mode, the momentary, when you hold it and let go. That's the strobe. I don't know if the camera can pick that up or not. It probably looks weird in the camera. But you got that. Then this is low, medium, high. I think it's a pass for me, or not a pass in today's terms, because today that means I don't like it, but that means it passed my testing. This is perfect for what I need. Fits in my pocket, don't take up much space, and I mean, look at that. For small as this light is, I mean, that thing is tiny. It's about the size of a big lighter. And you see I'm still running it. It ain't died down yet. Still kicking right on. RovyVon E1, I believe is what they call this one. Let's see. Yeah, the RovyVon E1. Turn it back off. I tell you, that bezel got hot. And I just locked it with 3 clicks. See the light flashing lets you know it's unlocked. When you unlock it 3 clicks, the AAA battery will flash green instead of the LiPo. This is for your LiPo battery. That's for your AAA battery. And I don't have a AAA in it yet. It's just running off of the LiPo, which is the stronger of the two. So I'm not saying that would make a big difference in my testing. But that bezel has cooled down now. It's still a little bit warm, but it's not bad as it was. I like it. And I think for $32 you get your money's worth. That's all I'm saying. Thank y'all for watching. Alright, I had to bring y'all back one more time. This thing is truly impressive. While I've got the light off this time, I just want to make sure y'all realize just how small this thing is. Because even online it looked a little bigger than what it does once you get it in your hand. But it does not let you down at all. I mean, look at that. The top sit on trees, that's 60 feet up in the air. Top sit on pine trees, that's, well, some of them 50, 60 feet. What you doing? You out hunting? I'm gonna mess up his night vision. He's gonna be mad at me. Anyway, that's it. I'm astounded. I can't believe that such a little light can do so much. I'm so, maybe I'm simple-minded, but there's not much that impresses me nowadays, and that is one of the things it does. And look at there, it looks like the bezel on this glows too. Make it easy to find at nighttime, or in the dark. Cool beans.